8:15 p.m. Status bar item. Starting hell to stop hell. 4-finger double back.
To the conga line, let's get inside for game 6. Yeah, we're up there. It's the Kings and Oilers. Enjoy, everybody.
Across the hockey world, and here in Rogers Place, we ask you to please remain standing, remove your hats, and join the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, in the performance of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and
assistive touch, assist, home, Google, see edit mode, search, hey, tick, Met, Prime Vid, Moy, LRC, Glim, Sportsnet. Speech off. Speech on. Assistive touch. Assist home. 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 Ho. 880.
Hey there, Alberta. Button. Right now, tariffs threaten the livelihood of hard-working Alberta farmers, ranchers, processors, entrepreneurs, and their families. It's time to let them know we have their back. Now more than ever, we need to show our support by eating, drinking, and buying local whenever we can. Because when the going gets tough, Albertans stick together and stand strong. Learn more at alberta.ca/buy local. A message from the Government of Alberta.
Welcome to Wayfair, your home for all things home. From sofas to spatulas, Wayfair's got everything you need to make your home way more you at a price that works for you too. Shop all things home now at wayfair.ca.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Here, it's done a good job nonetheless.
Nugent Hopkins wins it to the line. Klingberg shot and his stick saved by Kemper. It goes out of play.
He had some heat on that shot early.
Yes, he did. Kemper had 43 saves in a 3-1 loss on Tuesday, as the Oilers took a 3-2 series lead that night. Puck gets to the corner. Anderson can't get it out. Went off a Nugent Hopkins skate. Goes to the middle. Dowdy on the right for Trevor Moore. Center ice. Bounce it into the Edmonton zone. Wallman to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Kane to center for Zach Hyman. Put it through the middle. Moore broke it up. Following it up, Wallman knocked away from him, and it comes out to the neutral zone.
It is interesting that Oilers don't use McDavid and Draisaitl until the third shift of the last 3 games.
Klingberg to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will dump it in. He's got points in every game in this series, and points in 19 straight against Los Angeles in the playoffs. Fiala will bring it into the middle to Byfield. The shot scores. Quinton Byfield got sprung right up the middle and makes it 1-0 for the Kings.
Well, that's Oilers' top line, and a misread on the entry, and the Kings with a quick transition, and Byfield, who has a ton of talent, has his 3rd goal of the playoffs.
1:19 into the opening period. Quinton Byfield sprung in behind everyone.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a misread there. It's against the Oilers' top line. Going to need a response here.
Fiala set that one up, and it's 1-0 Kings here early in the first. Shot into Los Angeles territory. Kemper throws it up on the glass to the blue line, where Bouchard will keep it in towards the net. It pinballs wide, and LaFerriere will get it out on the right wing. Right at the Los Angeles blue line. Shot in by Podkolzin. Goes to Arvidsson. Down the left side into the corner. Tried to throw the brakes on. Lost it. It goes to Nurse. His shot, and that's blocked by Byfield. He'll get it out through center ice. To Fiala, then lost it to Nurse. Nurse ties up Fiala. Skating onto it. Podkolzin into the Kings zone. A shot, and his stick save made by Kemper. 1-0 Kings here in the first. They scored 1:19 into the opening period. It's shot into the Oilers zone. Fiala and LaFerriere get the assist on the goal by Quinton Byfield. With it inside his own end, Jake Wallman drops it to McDavid. Pass for Draisaitl doesn't connect. Kempe will bring it into the Oiler end on the left side. Rims the puck, goes off the stick of Kopitar, picked up by McDavid. He's got speed down the left wing, into the Kings zone, drops to Draisaitl. A shot off the arm of Kemper, and it's cleared out by Kempe, and it will be icing against the Kings.
Well, the Oilers created a real good look there for Leon Draisaitl, and he almost beat Darcy Kemper. Edmonton's out shooting LA 4-1 here, first 3 minutes of the game, but they're down 1-0.
Face off in the Kings zone to the right of Kemper.
Should mention last year on this exact date, the teams played Game 5. Oilers won that game, won the series in 5.
Puck gets knocked out by Kuzmenko, and he'll come down the right wing into the Oilers zone. The angle shot, and it goes wide of the net, comes to center ice.
Oilers trailed 2-1 in the second period of that game before eventually winning by a score of 4-3.
Puck brought in, and it goes in front of the net. Frederick, the chance saved by Kemper. The rebound to Connor Brown. He'll shoot it. Score! Hit something in front of the net, and this game is tied at 1.
Well, last game it was the Janmark line that breaks through for a goal. Trent Frederick had the first chance. I'm not sure what that puck hit. The LA bench is looking down. That's a good goal. I don't see how LA can challenge that.
Brown had a bit of time in the slot. He shot it. That hit a few different people on the way to the net. I don't know who's getting credit for this.
Well, the Kings are taking their time here.
That might have hit Brand Clark and went in.
More close.
Yeah, we got to talk.
Lovin Max, assisted touch, assisted, Siri, confirm,
Could have hit Henry. Brown shot it.
Page 1,
3:04
settings.
into this first period. The game's tied at 1.
Great response. And that's your third line scoring for Edmonton. So they get a terrific goal on a tremendous passing play to take a 1-0 lead on a breakaway. And the Oilers have responded, and it's far down the line.
Kings have scoring in 5 of the 6 games. The Oilers respond and have tied the game up at 1. Puck shot out. It goes off of Fogle. It's offside at the Edmonton blue line. 3:22 into the first.
I think they're saying Henrique's first from Brown.
And it definitely hit somebody in front of him.
And that would be apropos for Adam Henrique. It seems like, if he scores 5 goals, they come within 9 feet combined of the net.
And he was right there. Trent Frederick was also right there in front of the net. Bouchard up the right wing. Nugent-Hopkins. Puck goes to the middle of the ice zone. Deneau can bring it in. He'll fire it across to Clark. Shoots and scores. Brant Clark down the right wing. Just wired that in the net.
It's a terrible goal against.
It's a 2-1 Kings lead.
You need to stop here. They've scored on 2 of 3. That one's from a different time zone. I mean, that cannot go in if you're... Did it elevate a bit off the stick? I don't know. I mean, Clark's got some good offensive instincts.
Oh, yeah. That might have hit Nurse's stick and went up. 3:37, time of that goal.
Well, this is the highest scoring series.
Clark's got his second.
Deneau again. And the Oilers turn the puck over the neutral ice area.
Yep. That was 33 seconds after the goal by Henrique. 2-1 Kings lead here early in Game 6. The puck along the right wing boards inside the Kings zone, top of the circle. Fiala's going to get it out.
I'm telling you right now, if Pickard lets in one more here, that's not great. You got to look at making a change.
Ferrier into the left wing corner to Fiala. Side of the goal, put off the side of the net by Byfield. It goes to the top of the circle and out to center is Arvidsson. Into the middle of Podkolzin. His shot didn't get it through. It goes to the left corner behind the net. Janmark to the right wing to Arvidsson to the blue line. The shot saved by Kemper. Penalty coming up to the Kings. Once they touch it, they do. And the Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play. 4:20 into the first. 2-1 Kings lead. Ferrier off for boarding.
Well, it's pretty obvious. So the Oilers have the second best power play in the playoffs. The problem against LA is they haven't had enough power play opportunities. Second at 33%. The Kings penalty killing obviously 66.7.
Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Pickard's going to have to dig in here between the pipes for Edmonton.
Puck to the line and past Bouchard and down the ice.
They got 3 shots on goal. They got 2 goals, Cam.
Yeah, not a good start. Bouchard to center. Drops it back to McDavid. Brings the puck into the King zone. He's going to go to the net. A backhand just wide. Gavrikov in behind the net. Lost it. Nugent-Hopkins to the blue line. Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. Oilers down by 1 here in the first. Right wing corner to McDavid. To the blue line, Bouchard rips a shot, saved by Kemper. The rebound chopped over to the right wing. It's in the right wing corner. It's McDavid. Wheels in behind the net, goes over to the left. Puck comes just off the stick, top of the circle, and Gavrikov will jam it down the ice. Pickard will set it in behind the net. Right wing, Draisaitl to McDavid. David into the Kings zone. Off the right wing boards to the middle of the ice, off the stick of Doughty. It goes to the left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins' pass gets picked off in behind the net.
Great read by Edmondson.
He'll get it out.
Whoa.
Long pass, just missed Fogle.
That was almost a 2-on-1 count.
Yeah, Kings would have had Fogle and Byfield. Bouchard will bring it out. 2-1 Kings lead. 5:40 gone in the opening period. McDavid to Draisaitl. He's on the right wing. To the right wing point, Bouchard. Cross the line to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner to Hyman. They'll go in behind the Kings net. Right wing to McDavid. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins roots it on the stick side of Kemper. This game's tied at 2.
Well, if anybody's going to know Darcy Kemper, it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins, who wires one home for his third goal of the playoffs. McDavid will pick up his 11th point. And we are tied 2-2, and I hope you took the over.
We're only 5:55 into the first.
This is something.
This is something.
The Oilers are out shooting LA 9-3. We're tied 2-2 here. 5:55. The Oilers have 9 shots, Cam. The game's not even 6 minutes old.
Crazy start to game 6. Kulak inside the Edmonton zone, up the left wing, off the stick of Kempe. It goes into the Kings bench. We're going to take a break. Probably going to need to take a breath, too. We're tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kings. 6 minutes, 5 seconds gone here in the opening period from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kings have only played 6 minutes, 5 seconds of the opening period. It was Byfield from Fiala and LaFerriere. Then Oilers respond. Henrique from Brown and Kane. Kings go up 2-1. Clark from Deneau. Oilers tie it on the power play. Nugent Hopkins from McDavid and Hyman. Face-offs at center ice. Nugent Hopkins with points in 4 straight. McDavid, 4 straight as well. Points for him. Up the right wing to center ice. It's McDavid to Draisaitl. In over the King line. Cross ice pass. He's looking for Kane. Left wing. He chopped it in behind the net. And the puck cleared up the left side to Kopitar. He'll get it out to center ice. Kane will take it in behind the Edmonton goal. Up the left wing. Kane dropping it back to Nurse. Nurse waits inside the Edmonton end.
There's the 1-2-2, and it's passive.
To center ice comes Nurse, and he'll drift it in on the glass. It'll rim on the right side. Connor Brown's in on the forecheck. Puck up against the boards. Frederick got it loose. Over to the left wing it goes. LaFerriere can play the puck to Doughty. Will in turn leave it to Anderson. He'll get it across to Fiala up the left wing, up the right side to Doughty, back to Fiala, into the Oiler end. Fiala will turn and shoot and put it wide of the Edmonton goal. Doughty on the right wing point to Fiala. Fiala went to shoot it. That's blocked and it goes out of play. 7:19 gone in the first, tied at 2. Faceoff will be to the left to Calvin Pickard. He had 21 saves in the Game 5 win in Los Angeles on Tuesday. Kings have scored 2 on the first 3 shots in this one, though. The puck gets caught up in skates off the draw. Turcotte to the right corner for the Kings. Taken to the boards by Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins with the puck. Left wing to Janmark to center ice to Kulak. He'll dump it in. Arvidsson will get to it. He'll drive it on net. Saved by Kemper, but Kemper It's hurt on the play as Arvidsson drove to the net and ran into him, and I think Arvidsson's going to the box.
Edmonton minor penalty, goaltender interference.
Kemper waved the trainer off the ice. He doesn't want to get pulled off the ice here by the concussion specialist on the net drive from Arvidsson. That's penalty count.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There's no question.
There's no question about it.
And that play, unfortunately, is synonymous with how Victor Arvidsson's season has gone. I mean, he's got a chance to make a play. So now the lethal LA power play, number one in the league in the playoffs at 44.4%. They are 8 of 18 in this series.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Pickard. We're tied at 2 here in the first. Henrique wins the draw. Kulak will rip it down the ice.
Henrique went 10-3 in faceoffs in Game 5. He's only been on the ice for one power play goal against in this series.
Kempe into the Oilers zone, down the right wing, and he fanned on his shot. Pickard sweeps it into the corner. It's up against the boards inside Edmonton territory. Kuzmenko's pass goes off of Nugent Hopkins. It's along the boards. Nugent Hopkins in behind the net. And Kopitar got it loose to Kuzmenko on the right wing to Fiala, and he will barely keep it in. To Kempe, left wing to Kopitar, a shot towards the net, and that was off a stick, and it was knocked away by Pickard. It goes to the line, and it comes out.
Kempe's got a great stick.
Byfield loops back in the neutral zone. 8.5 gone in the first, tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kings here in Game 6. Kuzmenko rims it on the left to Kopitar. He didn't handle it, and the puck comes out. Brown down the right wing with Janmark. 2-on-1, the shot. Oh, he put it over the net. And it goes around the glass out to the neutral zone.
He's got to shoot it right at the stick. Not like just put it, see if you can get a rebound there.
Oilers break things up for a moment. Clark through the middle now for the Kings. To Moore into the Edmonton end. Fogle lost it off his stick. Brown will get it out and down the ice on the backhand.
McDavid and Hyman out here in the third penalty-killing forward set.
28 seconds to go on the man advantage. Tied at 2 in the first. Deneau up to the Edmonton blue line. Will dump it in. It goes in behind the net. Rimmed hard by Emberson. That's past Clark and down the ice. Grant Clark leaves it behind his net to Drew Doughty. Penalty's just about done. Doughty, center to Clark, left wing to Fogle. Into the Oilers zone to Doughty on the right. The shot from the right side by Moore's block. Penalty is over. Net knocked off in behind Pickard. So we get the whistle, and the Kings are 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Oilers do a good job on that PK. And had a great chance shorthanded. They've had a lot of shorthanded opportunities in this
They're
series.
using 5 forwards, and if they can't keep pucks in, smart play there. As they picked Moore and Fogle into the net. That was Klingberg. Wily move.
Crafty. Face-off will be to the left of Calvin Pickard.
I mean, the shots in Game 5 were 19-4 for Edmonton. In the first, we were scoreless. It is 10-4 Edmonton here. 10 minutes gone. And the Kings have scored on 2 of the 4 shots. Now, one was a clean breakaway from Byfield. The other, I think Pickard will maybe it glanced off and nursed the stick, but you'd think be able to track that. The Oilers, though, have got 2 themselves.
Into the right corner, Byfield takes a hit from McDavid. McDavid to the right wing corner to Bouchard. He'll get it up the left side to Kane. We'll dump it in the right corner of the King zone. On the inboards, Edmondson to Gavrikov. To Laferriere. Into the middle of the ice to Edmondson. Over to Laferriere through center. Now into the Oiler end, right wing. His shot misses. Goes to the left wing point where Fiala kept it in. Near the top of the circle, Kane will get it out to Leon Draisaitl. Into the King zone. Slows up now forced into the right corner, centering pass, and unable to get a stick on it was Kane. Puck in the left wing corner. Kane along the left wing boards. Edmondson got it free to LaFerriere. He'll clear it out. Klingberg at the Edmonton blue line, tied at 2, 9:26 to go here in the first period. It's game 6. Oilers lead the series 3-2. To center ice, it's Wallman, and he'll shoot it in. Anderson on the end boards, rimming it. Jake Wallman pinching in from the left wing point, and it just comes out. Kempe to center to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko into the Edmonton zone, left wing side. Goes into the corner. Podkolzin.
That was a great play by Podkolzin on the strip.
Now to Klingberg through the middle of the ice. That goes by everybody. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 8:56 to go in the first, and the game tied at 2.
One thing we've seen with Pickard, sometimes in the first couple of periods, you won't like 1 or 2 of the goals against that he gives up, but he tends to settle down. They got their 4th line out here. Got to tilt the ice against this group if you can. These guys don't play much. They're all under 5 minutes per game in the series.
Hellenius, Malott, and Turcotte out there for the Kings. Back to the line. Edmondson shot, and that was blocked by Podkolzin. And the puck cleared out by Nugent Hopkins. On the right wing to Zach Hyman. And Hyman along the right wing boards. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Emberson over to Kulak. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the corner. Top of the circle to Turcotte of the Kings. Off the boards and out. Skating towards it, Malott. Down the left wing. The angle shot. And a pad save made by Pickard.
That wasn't pretty. Stopped it.
Yeah. Off the right side. It's Brown to get it out for the Oilers. Flip back into Edmonton territory. Emberson along the left wing boards. Up the left side, it comes right back to him as he tried to clear it. This time, he'll get it to Draisaitl, and he'll cut it to the middle. Draisaitl just over the King line, and it's hacked away from him by Doughty. Bouchard up the right wing to Draisaitl, into the King zone, to Nurse. In the left wing corner to Brown, that goes off his stick. To the blue line, McDavid to Draisaitl. To McDavid, it missed him, and it goes in behind the King's net. McDavid recovers it to Draisaitl, right corner, to McDavid, to the net. The shot save made by Kemper. And the puck along the right wing boards to the right wing point for Bouchard. Into the corner. It's McDavid to Draisaitl. On the right wing to McDavid. To Draisaitl, right wing corner in front of the net. McDavid to the line. Nurse, a shot saved by Kemper, and he holds onto it. And we'll take a break with 7:14 to go in the first. Tied at 2, Oilers and Kings here in Game 6 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. And the Kings, 7:14 to go in this first period. Tonight's Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, Kids with Cancer Society, and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Advancing research, investing in treatments, and providing support to families. You get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 to join the fight for a cure. That jackpot at $1.5 million right now. Henrique and Nugent Hopkins scoring for Edmonton. Byfield and Clark have the goals for the Kings. Tied at 2 here in the first. It's Game 6. The Oilers and the Kings in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And Oilers up 3-2, an opportunity to move on with a win tonight. Off the faceoff, puck goes to Nurse. He scores! That was deflected in front of the net as Hyman got his stick on it, and the Oilers are up 3-2.
Well, Nugent Hopkins cleanly won the puck back, and Nurse kept the shot down. The sort of shots that need to be deflected. And Hyman with the deflection redirection, and the Oilers have their first lead of the game here in Game 6 as Zach Hyman has scored his second goal of the series.
.49 time of the goal. Nurse with a little shot from the left point. And the redirection by Hyman put it high to the glove side on Kemper. And Edmonton up 3-2 here in Game 6. Work on the right wing in his own zone. Clark bringing it out to center. To Fiala in over the line of Byfield. Across to LaFerriere. To Fiala, right corner. To the blue line to Clark. To the left point, Edmondson. His shot tipped towards the net. Saved by Pickard on the redirection. Edmondson's shot gets blocked in the slot. LaFerriere couldn't get it through. Nugent Hopkins up the right wing. It doesn't get out. LaFerriere shoots off of Pickard. The puck goes to the right corner.
This is a wild game.
Unbelievable. It gets cleared out to center ice. Hyman from Nurse and Nugent Hopkins at 12:49 has the Oilers up 3-2 here in the first period of Game 6. Klingberg on the right wing in his own end. Out through center ice to Arvidsson into the Kings zone. Goes to the left wing corner. He's up the boards. Knocked off his stick into the middle, and Kempe brings it down the right wing. Into the Oiler end. Checked by Arvidsson. Off the boards. Off of Podkolzin. Arvidsson, left wing, could not get a pass across to Janmark, and Fogle comes into the Oilers zone on the left wing boards. Rims the puck around on the right. Podkolzin to the middle of the ice to Corey Perry. Whoa! Perry almost turned right into Fogle, but does flip the puck into the Kings zone. Gavrikov lost it. Perry along the right wing boards. Draisaitl in front of the net. And that one hits Danault. Goes to Kemper. He's going to cover it. We're going to take a break. 5:25 to go here in the first period. 3-2. The Oilers lead the Kings here in Game 6. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-2, Oilers lead. 5:25 to go in this crazy first period.
Oilers are out shooting LA 14-5. They got 3 goals, but the Kings got 2. Kemper's still at the LA bench here. And they are getting him
water.
Well, he needs some.
He needs some, yep.
He's getting lots of work. Oilers have obviously ramped it up, Cam, since the third period of Game 4. It's been a different series since then.
Right. 33 shots in the third period and overtime of Game 4.
My microphone in you charge.
It's in the crease, and it goes just wide.
Expat charging 1% 850 iPhone. Lift pre-port next track. Dim button assistive top flash Edmund volume.
To Edmondson to Gavrikov.
Assistive
One-timer
touch.
and stopped in front of the net. I think it went off a Pickard. May hit Bouchard. It's out to center, and it's McDavid. Into the Kings zone to the left wing corner for Draisaitl. To the top of the circle. Now across the line to Wallman. He's on the right wing point. Makes a move on the right side to the corner to McDavid. Pinned by Gavrikov. Danault in behind the net. Up the left wing to Moore. Couldn't get it out, but it hit Wallman up high. And the puck along the boards inside the Kings zone. 3-2 Edmonton leads.
That was a big save for Calvin Pickard. He needed that.
4:23 to go here in the opening period. Fiala into the Edmonton zone. Stops on the left wing to the middle. The one-timer blasted wide of the Edmonton net by Anderson. Turcotte's in behind the Oiler goal. Does get it loose to the right wing point. Doughty shot, save made by Pickard. He'll hold on to it. 4:05 to go in the first, and Edmonton up 3-2.
Well, the Oilers unlucky to play at the blue line, and it led to the second breakaway of the period against the McDavid-Draisaitl line. The first one ended up in the net. That time Pickard stayed with it, and Moore, who's a dogged and determined player, nearly wrapped one home. First on the short side, and then he went around the long route. Almost got it.
Faceoff will be in the Oiler end to the left of Calvin Pickard. Just readjusting his mask after the very close encounter in the Oiler crease as Moore jammed it back after the breakaway.
What are we doing here?
Got it into the crease area and somehow it stayed out. Draisaitl taking the draw against Hellenius. Drop it. It's knocked into the left wing corner, and it's Draisaitl, lost it behind the net. It comes in front. Great save made by Pickard off of Hellenius, and the puck cleared out. And it won't be hard enough for icing.
Oilers won't be happy. That looked like an illegal face-off there from LA. You can hear the Oilers bench calling for a call.
Byfield will shoot it in. It'll rim on the right wing in the Oilers zone. Podkolzin behind the net, but Byfield was there for the Kings. To the right side into the skates of Doughty. Yeah, Mark able to dig it free. It goes in behind the goal. LaFerriere off the left wing boards to the blue line. To Mikey Anderson.
Real push from the Kings here, Cam.
Now to Doughty. His shot. And that one blocked by Podkolzin. His stick snaps in half. Fiala on the point, left wing to Anderson. Now to Fiala. Top of the circle to Byfield, left wing corner. Fiala goes in behind the net. He gets it in front. Great save by Pickard, and he covers it up. Good opportunity for the Kings. It got shoveled in front of the net, and Pickard had to be sharp as Anderson was going to the front of the goal.
Kings just got 5 shots in a row here. The shots were 14-5 for Edmonton. And the Kings with a real surge here, down by 1, playing with great desperation. And Pickard with a couple solid stops. He had a tough start to this one.
He's battled back. That was a good chance for Mikey Anderson.
I mean, you sit there and let LaFerriere jab his stick in on... Oh, yeah, they gloved the puck. They gloved the puck off the draw. And the refs missed it. That's the second glove puck in the series. The other one was in the crease from Byfield.
Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. 3-2 Oilers lead. 3:05 to go here in the first period. Edmonton will shoot it in. Jake Wallman along the boards. Stick knocked out of it. No, it was a stick knocked out of Kempe's hands. He picks it back up. Nugent Hopkins goes in behind his net. To Bouchard, out through the middle of the ice. The puck bounces at the LA blue line. Grant Clark to center ice. Goes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll dump it in. Kemper out of his net. Up the boards and out. Wallman inside his own line. Left wing to Kane. Cross ice. Off the stick of Hyman and into the Kings zone. Goes to the left wing. Kane has it for Edmonton. Behind the net to Zach Hyman. Spins on the left to Kane. His shot just missed on the short side. Puck to the right wing point. Klingberg. Down the right side. His shot. And that one goes off of Kemper and wide. Trevor Moore will get it high in the air and out. It's at the Edmonton blue line and offside against the Kings with 2:08 to go in the first period. And the Oilers up 3-2 on LA here in Game 6.
Klingberg has a way of getting pucks through, doesn't he? I mean, you could see he had a number of years where you could argue he was top 3 offensive defenseman in the Western Conference with Dallas. I mean, he could walk the blue line as well as anybody in the league. Obviously doesn't have quite that ability now coming off the hip surgeries that he's had, but he says he's feeling better than he's felt in a couple of years.
In the neutral zone, Anderson.
By the way, Hyman's feeling it tonight, Cam.
Got a goal and an assist, as does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nurse in behind the net. They're stopping back there. Puck rimmed down the ice, icing against Edmonton.
That's an unforced error there from Darnell. I mean, he airmailed the puck.
9 p.m.
Oilers are mixing and matching a lot of
screen lock
D pairings. Corey Perry ties Brian Trottier 221st career playoff game.
Unreal.
Brian out of Val-Marie, Saskatchewan. Legend has it he learned how to his shooting accuracy by deploying his dog.
Puck down the left wing. Anderson in behind the net. It goes to the right wing corner in the Oilers zone. Fiala cycling it behind the net to LaFerriere, but he missed them with it. Off the boards, Kulak clears it out.
This McDavid Draisaitl line, they're a little rattled right now. They've given up 2 breakaways here.
Dumped into the Oilers zone. It goes in behind the goal. Skating onto it, Nurse. Across to Kulak. Kulak up the left wing. Moves to the middle of the ice now, just slows up inside his own end. Oilers will change the forwards.
I'd like to see Edmonton up after 1 here, Cam. I don't... Got some momentum here.
At center ice, Henrique will dump it in. We're in the last minute of the first period. 3-2, Edmonton leads. Hellenius on the right wing for the Kings. Lost it in the neutral zone. It's right in front of the Edmonton bench. Goes to Wallman across to Klingberg. Klingberg on the right wing. Left wing, too far for Henrique. Gavrikov in his own end for Los Angeles. Through the middle, missed Hellenius. It's icing against the Kings. With 34 seconds to go here in the first period. The Oilers are up 3-2.
My point of this is, if you're the Oilers, you want to be playing with the lead after 1. You withstood a couple of shocking goals from LA, frankly. I mean, give him credit. The first one was well executed. It's a breakaway, and Byfield used his massive frame. Looked like Sean Belleville going in on Calvin Perrin.
And the Oilers have never had a lead after 2 periods this entire series, after 2 periods. Face off to the right of Kemper.
We get the 4th line on the ice for the Kings here against the Oilers' top line. 35 seconds left in the period.
Puck goes to Spence, and he'll come up the right wing for the Kings. Spence to the middle, and it's center. Throws it in on the backhand. Knocked down by Bouchard. 24 seconds to go in the first. Up the right, that one goes by Hyman and down the ice. It's icing against Edmonton.
The Oilers haven't had a shot on goal here in the last 5 minutes, Cam. Since the goal.
Yeah. No, Kings have pushed right back.
Hyman at 12:49, so.
Yeah.
And now an important D-zone draw for the Oilers. McDavid, who's been pretty good on face-offs, it should be mentioned. He's at 54%. Kopitar's at 57%.
Kopitar kicks it to the left wing corner, goes back to the point, and it's Doughty off the left side to Kuzmenko. Spins off the left wing, he'll go towards the net, a shot off a leg on the right wing. Clark will let it go. That hits something, and it's Hyman to get it out, and couldn't get a pass through to Draisaitl for a breakaway, and the period will come to a close. But the Edmonton Oilers, who...
That was a wild period.
Yeah, that was crazy. 3-2, the Oilers lead the Kings after 20 minutes. Kings have opened the scoring in 5 of the 6 games in this series. The Oilers battle back and eventually get a lead, but Kings push back after that, and it was back and forth throughout that first period.
It was.
We can head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Adam Henrique.
Well, Adam, it was not...
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moonlaw with Bob Stauffer. 3-2, Oilers lead the Kings. We're getting ready for period 2 of Game 6. The Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50. It's presented by Rogers, and it's back with life-changing jackpots. Last raffle, over $6.3 million. Tonight's jackpot, almost $2 million. 1.9 right now. Our next lucky winner will be drawn at the end of round 1. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050.
Well, the Oilers, got to tell you, didn't like their neutral zone awareness, especially from some of their higher-end players. And it led to multiple odd-man breaks for LA, one that ended up in the net, another breakaway that didn't end up in the net after Edmonton made it 3-2. Kings with a good push in the final 6 minutes of that period when they were down 3-2. Oilers luckily to evade it. Still up by 1.
Byfield to LaFerriere. Unable to get it into the Edmonton zone. Doughty will give it to Fiala. Go across to Mikey Anderson. He'll drill it in. It'll rim on the right. Nurse into the corner. Nurse up against the boards. Fiala got it loose. To the right wing point. Doughty shot. And that goes just wide. LaFerriere was in front of the net. Nurse off the boards and out. Nurse gets to it on the right wing, comes into the Kings zone. Backhands it off the left wing corner glass. Kane Fires it across. It goes to the right, to the line and out. McDavid to Wallman. Wallman into the middle to McDavid. Comes in over the King line. He's going to go towards the net. Knocked off his stick. He gets it back to Draisaitl. Across to Wallman, but it hit him in the skate, and the Kings bring it out through the middle. Deneau in over the Edmonton line. Hacked away from him. And Jake Wallman through center ice for Edmonton into the King zone. His pass drop didn't work. It's a breakaway the other way. Fogle, he's in the shot. Great save made by Pickard. He got it with a left pad. And the puck to the neutral zone. Deneau right back in on the right wing. To Moore to the middle. The shot by Edmonton goes high and wide. Draisaitl down the left wing into the King zone. He'll cut to the middle. A backhand and a right pad save by Kemper.
That line's got to be doing a better job, being more aware. They're trying to make too much happen for the Oilers. Just simplify what you're doing.
More to the right wing corner. In behind the Edmonton net to the left. 3-2 Oilers lead. We're a minute 45 into the second period. Pass goes to the right point. Doughty a shot wide of the Edmonton goal. To the left wing point. Anderson to Doughty. Over to Anderson. Left wing corner. Kuzmenko to the blue line. To Anderson. To Kuzmenko to Anderson. A shot that hit bodies in front of the net. Goes into the left wing corner. Connor Brown up the right wing will get it out. To Frederick. To Nurse. And over the King line to Henrique. Will shoot it. Stick save made by Kemper. Kempe up the right wing to center ice. To Kuzmenko. Pass doesn't connect. It goes to the line. Came out, and it's offside against the Kings. Kuzmenko doesn't think so, but it came out. 2 minutes, 28 seconds gone here in the second.
My apologies, Cam. Too much cheat in the Oilers game. You know what I mean? And it's their top guys. I mean, they have fed 3 breakaways and 4 odd man breaks for LA in this game. McDavid and Draisaitl. And they're great players. And give Pickard credit. Great stop. Right blocker side off of Warren Fogle, who's had a tremendous year for Los Angeles. Dig in.
Yeah, the Kings have had some great chances.
It's all one line for Edmonton.
Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Podkolzin wins the draw to himself. Comes into the King zone down the left wing. A shot. He put it over the net to the right wing point where Emberson will keep it in. Clark on the inboards for the Kings for Hellenius. Up into the air and out. A bouncing puck into the Edmonton zone. Kulak left wing to Arvidsson. Got it to the blue line to Jan Mark. He'll shoot it in. Kemper out of his net to play it. On the left wing to Malott. Directed it out.
Jim Hiller's already played this line more than they played last game.
Nurse in the neutral zone. Left wing to Jan Mark. Went off his stick. Clark's able to clear it to Fiala. Into the Edmonton end. Fiala on the left wing. Lost it. Jan Mark will get it out. They'll find Evander Kane. Kane checked right at the Kings blue line. Byfield will dump it in. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. 3-2. Oilers lead. 3:25 gone here in the second period of Game 6. Oilers up 3-2 in the series as Nurse gets to center. Over the center ice line, he'll dump it in. Gavrikov's got a turn on it. Goes into the corner, gets hit by Hyman, then Hyman takes a solid hit from Fiala. LaFerriere up the left wing was able to get it out. Bouchard inside the Edmonton zone through the middle, up the left wing to center to Wallman. He'll dump it in. It's going to rim on the right. McDavid had to go off his stick. Fogle will bring it out for the Kings. Fogle into the Edmonton zone. Right wing to Moore. He'll walk in. His pass just missed. Deneau. And Bouchard will get it out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl forced back a bit. Over to Wallman on the left wing. Lifted into the right wing corner of the King zone. Doughty. Long pass to Fogle. Stood up at the center ice line by Kulak, and it goes back into the Kings' end. It's Doughty on the right side. Through the middle. Off the stick of Kempe. Puck to the corner and centered in front by Kuzmenko, but Henrique to clear it out for Edmonton. Doughty with it at the LA blue line. To Adrian Kempe into the Oilers zone to Kuzmenko. Down low, and it was Wallman to the corner, but Kopitar to the right point. Clark across to Edmondson to Clark. The Edmondson shot, and he didn't get it through. There was traffic in front of the net, and it's cleared out by Brown. 5 minutes gone here in the second period. 3-2, Oilers lead the Kings.
Oilers' neutral zone is really being taxed right now. They're doing a good job.
Goes to the right wing corner.
Wow.
Kuzmenko looking for the bank shot. It went off of Pickard. Out to center ice is Klingberg. He'll shoot it to the right wing corner of the Kings' end. Turcotte skated out for the Kings. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Janmark to Nurse. Nurse through center ice. He'll shoot it in. It goes off the end glass. It's in behind the Kings' net. Edmondson to the right corner, but puck goes in there for Edmonton. To Arvidsson. Shot it towards the goal, but it gets blocked, and it comes out to center ice. It's Malott into the Edmonton zone, left side, through the middle. There was nobody there for the Kings to get it. Janmark could bring it out for the Oilers. But center ice will dump it in.
Manage the puck. Holy.
Milenius up the left wing to Malott. Malott into the Edmonton end. He'll softly dump it in. Bouchard around the left wing to Kane. Chops it out to center ice. Clark shoots it right back in. Wallman with it in behind the Edmonton goal. Kings back right off. Wallman out through the middle. Wallman through the middle of the ice off of Bouchard's stick, and that goes out of play, and we get a whistle. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 23 seconds gone here in the second period. 3-2, Oilers lead the Kings. In Game 6, Oilers lead the series 3-2. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey, the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for...
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers up 3-2 on the Kings. 6:23 gone here in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. All the scoring in the first period.
Edmonton looked so aligned. Everybody in the right slots, the right spots. The game Tuesday in LA. And I know the Oilers are up 3-2. When have you seen the Oilers fuel a transition like this? For a while, and the Kings are frankly unlucky not to have tied the game. The Oilers have given up 3 breakaways in this game.
Stumped into the Edmonton zone. It goes to Doughty on the right wing point. A snapshot off the post. Doughty just rung it off the post. And up to center ice is Hyman, and he'll dump it in. Kings come that close to tying this up. And out with it is Deneau. Up the left wing to Fogle. Into the Oiler end. To Deneau. Had his stick lifted. And Kane trying to clear the zone. He does. Into the middle to Nugent Hopkins. In over the line to Hyman. In front of the net. And it goes through the slot. Here's Wallman's shot. And he drilled it wide.
2-on-1.
And it's a 2-on-1 down the left wing. Deneau with more. Deneau. The shot saved by Pickard. It hit him on the glove arm. And the puck cleared out. Calvin Pickard with another huge save for the Edmonton Oilers.
I'm not sure what the Oilers are doing here defense. Look at this.
Byfield will bring it in. Knocked off his stick, it comes out. Edmondson will shoot it in. And it's called on the offside against the Kings. Kings have had so many good chances. That was a clear-cut 2-on-1. They've had 3 breakaways already.
So Wallman hammers one, and they get a 2-on-1 out of it. And Deneau, who's been red hot, he made the right play. They've had a breakaway from Fogle and a 2-on-1 here.
Yeah, Deneau had no pass. So Doughty hit the post or off the crossbar.
This has been a concerning second. The Oilers are up 3-2. I'd say right now, Cam, they're lucky to be up in this game. Is that fair?
I'd say it's absolutely fair. Kings pushed hard in the later stages of the first. They've carried a lot of the play here in the second.
And it's some of Edmonton's best players that are having the challenges.
Edmondson with it in his own end. Across to Gavrikov. Off the right wing boards, off of LaFerriere. Out to play it, Pickard. Puck goes to the right wing boards. Frederick. Left wing to Nurse. He'll get to center ice. Dump the puck into the Kings zone. It's rimmed by Spence.
They are beating Edmonton's forecheck here. Something fierce.
To LaFerriere, he'll shoot it in. Emerson goes to the inboards. Oh, hit hard by Byfield. Puck comes to the top of the circle, now into the corner, into the skates of Byfield.
Low battery, 10%.
Got it tied up. But Henrique can find it, go in behind the net. Up in the air, gets it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Both teams are making some changes here. Spence on the right wing to Kempe. Stops in the Oilers zone on the right side. Right wing corner for Anze Kopitar. Out to the middle, and there was a shot by Kuzmenko, steered aside by Pickard. To the left wing point. Anderson off the inboards, over to the right. 3-2, Edmonton leads. 8:45 gone here in the second period. Pass to the blue line, knocked down by Draisaitl, and he will get it out to center ice. Got dumped down by Kopitar. Doughty, left wing to Kopitar. Across to Kempe. A shot off the stick of McDavid. It goes wide through the middle of the ice to Draisaitl. Draisaitl at the King blue line to McDavid. Down the left wing to the net. The shot saved by Kemper.
Gotta get back.
Kuzmenko coming out for the Kings through the middle and will put it off the left wing corner boards. Perry in behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing to Draisaitl to center ice to McDavid. Off the left wing boards and in, knocked down by a high stick of the Los Angeles Kings, and we get the whistle. 10:33 to go here in the second. The Oilers are up 3-2 on Los Angeles. Game 6, this first round Stanley Cup playoff series.
A great drop and delay, and McDavid was flying, hopped right around Doughty and almost snuck that.
Tried to go short side upstairs. Oh, just about. There was a little room.
Yeah.
And Connor McDavid almost weaseled that thing in the top corner. Puck goes to the left wing side, inside the King zone. Arvidsson to the blue line. The one-timer saved by Kemper off the shot from Nurse. Puck lifted up near the line, and it knocked down by a high stick. Yeah, face off in the King zone. 3-2 Oilers lead. Henrique, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman scoring for Edmonton. Byfield and Clark have the goals for the Kings. Face off in the King zone to the right of Darcy Kemper. Podkolzin to the right wing point to Klingberg. Right back to Podkolzin. He's on the end boards in the King zone. Squeezes it loose to Janmark. To the left wing point to Nurse. Around the boards behind the net to Arvidsson. Goes into the right corner. To the blue line. Klingberg shot, and it was blocked in front of the net. Arvidsson, he'll get a chance, and he put it wide of the goal. On the left wing point, Nurse. Around to Arvidsson. Now in behind the net. Janmark. Pressured by Clark. Clark got it loose. And it's Fogle out to center for Los Angeles. So lift the puck in. It goes to the end boards. Klingberg on the left wing for Podkolzin. Cross to John Klingberg. To Nurse at center ice. He'll shoot it in on net. That hits Kemper up high. And the puck cleared out. Malott into the Oilers zone. Down the right wing to the right wing corner. Taken to the end boards by Kulak. Separates him from the puck. And Bouchard comes flying up the right wing. Cross ice pass to Nugent Hopkins. Over the line on the left wing to Hyman. He's top of the circle in the King zone. To the left wing corner. Poked off his stick. Hellenius will just get it out. Puck in the neutral zone. Turcotte into the Edmonton end. Goes in behind the Oiler goal. Turcotte to the left wing point. Goes over to Spence. His shot and a redirection. It goes wide. On the left side, Turcotte out to Hellenius. Shot and a save made by Pickard. Good chance there for the Kings as it's in behind the Edmonton goal. 3-2 Oilers lead. 8:45 to go in the second period. Into the slot. Fiala's shot, and he drifted it wide of the net. Spence from the right wing point, keeping it in. To the left side to Doughty. Doughty had it cleared out, and the puck along the left wing. And it's Kane for Edmonton who'll shoot it in. Goes in behind the net. Doughty.
Another long
pass up to Byfield into the Oilers zone to Fiala. Fiala right wing corner. Nurse can get it around the boards. Connor Brown Out to center ice to Henrique. He'll shoot it into the Kings' end. Puck rims in the left corner. Good hit by Frederick on Doughty. The crowd reacts to that through the middle of the ice. Byfield lost it in the slot area of the Edmonton zone. It sits there for a moment. Nurse now gets control. Nurse will get it out over the stick of Gavrikov, but they'll call that icing. Nurse gets into it a bit with Fiala. 7:45 to go here in the second period. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kings in Game 6.
Well, they say the Oilers are out shooting LA 6-3, but I have the A-grade scoring opportunities in this period 5-2 for LA. I mean, you name it, they've had it.
Yeah.
Breakaway for Fogle, a 2-on-1.
Crossbar.
For Deneau, a crossbar for Doughty that doesn't count as a shot on goal. They've been the better team here. Draisaitl's going to be able to come out here to take a face-off. LA's not too happy.
All right, face-off to the right of Pickard.
It's going to be Frederick to take the face-off. And he won it.
And he wins it. Nurse will rim it. It's going to go down the ice. It won't be icing because Draisaitl's getting down there first. On the left wing boards in the Kings zone. Draisaitl up against the boards. It's in his skates. Trying to get this thing loose. Now into the skates. Connor Brown goes to the blue line over the stick of Wallman and out. Bouchard inside his own blue line. Up the left wing to Draisaitl. Backhands it in. Anderson across to Doughty. Doughty will go all the way down the ice with it. That's icing against the Kings. 7:06 to go here in the second period.
Pizza 73 update. The Dallas Stars are up 3-2 in their series against Colorado. They don't have Miro Heiskanen. They don't have Jason Robertson. And they are up 4-3 heading to the third period. And there are chances every shift in that hockey game.
Face off to the right of Kemper. 5 goals in this game. They all came in the first period.
Now, NHL news.
Here in the second,
Marc-Andre Fleury receives emotional send-off from both
knocks
teams.
it down across
Fans
to Bouchard.
attachment.
Through the middle of Hyman, directs it into the zone. Kemper will snap the puck out to the neutral zone. Deneau goes across the line to Kempe, and he'll shoot it into the Edmonton end. Wallman in behind his net. Right wing to Nurse. Up the left for Evander Kane. Comes into Kings territory through the middle and couldn't get a shot. Deneau will miss Fogle with a pass, and it's icing against the Kings. With 6:32 to go in the second period. The Oilers up 3-2.
Edmonton's had very little zone time in this period.
Very little. Like, hardly any. Somehow they have 6 shots on net this period. But
I know. And they've created nothing off of ozone cycles with McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry.
McDavid wins the draw, but right between the Oiler defensemen, it comes out of the zone. Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid, off his skate. Goes deep into King territory. McDavid recovers, gets it out front. Oh, the shot by Draisaitl off the post. Here's Bouchard. He'll let it go, and it goes wide.
It's a post each way here.
Oh, Draisaitl with a great chance in the slot, and he's got it now on the right wing. Up to the blue line. To Kulak. His shot directed just wide. It's in the right wing corner. McDavid in front to Kulak. Oh, just wide of the net after it hit an LA King. Puck on the right wing. In the corner, it's Draisaitl. 3-2 Oilers lead here in the second period. 5:46 to go. On the right wing, Draisaitl across the top of the circle to McDavid. Knocked off his stick. It comes out. McDavid gets away from Deneau. Lifted in on the backhand.
David got hooked for about 6 seconds by Deneau, and Deneau got away with it.
Edmondson right wing to Gavrikov. Up to LaFerriere.
How's that not icing?
Waved off. Klingberg on the right wing. Just to the top of the circle. LaFerriere to the right point for Doughty. On the right wing, a shot. And that hit a body, goes over to the boards, and it's Arvidsson to come out for the Oilers. Arvidsson in over the King line, drops it. Janmark right side to Podkolzin, and now to Nurse. Darnell Nurse makes it 4-2 Edmonton.
Well, that line, I mean, they got a goal from the Henrique line 5-on-5 in this game. They got a goal now from the Janmark line 5-on-5 as Nurse rips one home for his first goal of the playoffs. And he just flat out beat Kemper on that one, Cam.
It's a great shot. Oilers up 4-2. 14:59 time of the goal here in the second period. As Bob just mentioned, Nurse's first of the playoffs. He's got an assist in this game as well. Puck into the Oilers zone. Turcotte on the right wing to the point to Spence. He missed the pass. That's going to go down the ice. Kemper rims it on the right. Nugent Hopkins able to keep it in for the Oilers. 4-2 Edmonton leads here in the second period. Wallman across to Bouchard. His shot, it's blocked, but he's got it back. He'll go through the middle. Over to Wallman. Blasts it, and it's off Turcotte's stick and wide. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. One-timer. That doesn't get through. Turcotte will get it out. Now Hellenius in over the line. The shot, stick save made by Pickard. Puck cleared up and out by Bouchard. Podkolzin and Janmark get the assists on the goal by Nurse. Anderson crosses blue line to Doughty. Left wing to Kopitar. Shoots it cross corner. Kempe has it right side. Snaps one to the slot, but off the stick of Anderson. And now it goes behind the net. Kopitar, right wing to Doughty. To Kempe. Tried to turn and shoot it. Couldn't get it through. Kopitar has it left wing to the blue line. Anderson over to Doughty. Now on the right, Kempe in front of the net. That one hits something. Goes just wide. Cleared out. Kulak got it up the right wing to Connor Brown. Into the King zone. Brown to the corner in front. Scores! Frederick went to the front of the net. And the Edmonton Oilers are up 5-2 on the Kings here in Game 6.
Well, that's his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. Connor Brown kept his feet moving with Mikey Anderson working him over, and the Oilers had two players in front of the net, Henrique and Frederick banks it home.
.35 time of the goal. In a period where the Los Angeles Kings had a lot of the play, Oilers get a couple goals here in the later stages of this second period and are up 5-2 on the Kings. Here in Game 6, Oilers lead the series 3-2. And Trent Frederick.
Well, now LA is going to have to really sell out. You're going to get chances on transition now. They're down by 3.
McDavid at center ice. Flip it into the left wing corner of the King zone. Up to the line, Deneau.
They're going to try to sell some calls too, Cam. You know they're going to be flopping.
Up in the neutral zone. On the right wing. Clark. Cross to Edmondson. He'll dump it in. Goes to the right wing corner. Brown and Kulak with the assists on the goal by Frederick. 5-2. Edmonton leads. Dumped into the King zone. Clark will bring it out through the middle of the ice.
You want to be up by 3 here after 2, Cam. Nothing cheap in the final 2:30 of this period. That looked like too many minutes.
To the left wing point, Gavrikov got it to the middle of the ice. There's Arvidsson to bring it out. Arvidsson will get to center ice, shoot it in. Goes to the right wing side. Byfield up against the boards. It goes to the line, and Janmark keeping it in for Edmonton for a moment. It came out. Nurse to center ice.
But Colson had a broken skate.
Yeah, Colson had to get off the ice, so the puck brought in by Hellenius. Right wing to Fiala to the middle. Scores.
Terrible read by
Spence. Right in the middle.
Victor Arvidsson. Sorry, Cam. Victor Arvidsson can't make that read. You are up 5-2 in the game, and he sits there and jumps up instead of supporting defensively and hands the LA Kings an odd man break that Spence finishes off.
So the Oiler lead cut to 5-3 as Jordan Spence gets his first of the playoffs.
All you had to do was focus on defending.
18:01 time of the goal. Doughty over to Anderson. Up the left wing to Malott. Now to Hellenius.
That's a big goal for them for their fourth line.
Sure it is. Puck bouncing around top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. Nugent Hopkins. He'll get it out. Off the right wing. It's inside the Kings' territory. Right wing corner is Doughty. Through the middle. Kopitar weaves his way into the Edmonton end. Goes to the right wing corner. Kopitar left wing for Kempe to the blue line, and it came out. Clark put it back in. 1:18 to go here in the second. 5-3 Oilers lead. Offside against the Kings. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. 5-3 Oilers lead late in the second period. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builder.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
And Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 5-3 Oilers lead. 1:18 to go in the second period of Game 6. Oilers lead the series 3-2.
It's a 5-3 game for the Oilers. McDavid's got one assist. Draisaitl doesn't have a point.
It's been a crazy night.
Janmark, by the way, channeling his inner Mario Lemieux from the 02 Olympics, letting the puck go through his skates to Butcher or to Nurse, who ripped one home.
In the neutral zone, Deneau to Gavrikov at his own blue line for the Kings. Now to Moore. Lost it at the Edmonton line. Comes out through center ice. Hyman into the Kings' end. Will shoot it. It goes off of Gavrikov. Took a weird hop in front of the net. We're into the last minute of this second period. 5-3 Edmonton leads. Puck directed into the Edmonton zone. It is Wallman in behind his net. Rims it on the right. Out to center ice. Hyman battles with Edmondson. It's just inside the LA line. Gavrikov to Edmondson. Now to Deneau. For Gavrikov, right wing to Fogle, comes into the Oiler end, is shot off of McDavid's stick, and he'll get it off the left wing boards and out with 28 seconds to go here in the second period. Doughty forced back by Draisaitl. Up to Anderson, got it to center ice, that's it. Draisaitl on the left wing. He's able to shoot it in. 14 seconds to go in the period. Henrique on the right wing. Behind the net, wanted to get it to Brown. Broke up by Kopitar. Now it comes to Brown. Brown on the left side. The shot by Frederick off the stick of Kuzmenko, and it goes wide. And it's in behind the goal, and the period will expire, and the Oilers will take a 2-goal lead. For the first time in this series, they're going to have a lead after 40 minutes. Take a 2-goal lead to the dressing room after 2. 5-3 Oilers lead. And the way that second period started, it was a lot of LA Kings. Yeah, Oilers were able to weather that storm.
They did. They got goals from their fourth and third line back-to-back, and then just a poor defensive read by one of their wingers. And Victor Arvidsson would want that play back. He just needed to support the play. Instead, he kind of jumped up a bit. But the bottom line is the Edmonton Oilers are up by 2, and their big dogs haven't been the guys that have carried them. They've had lots of support tonight. It has been LA's fourth line's been good. They got a goal. And right now, if you're a Kings fan, you're saying, well, why? He's obviously going to have to play those guys more here. We know this. The Kings, they're more aggressive on the neutral zone, and they're more aggressive in the forecheck. Edmonton's got a
government-regulated, licensed insolvency trustees who can help provide solutions to your debt problems. Depending on the circumstances, they can relieve up to 25, 50, 75% or more of your debt. Alan Marshall and Associates. Visit wecanhelp.ca to find an office near you.
Spring is spectacular at Century Casino. 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Live entertainment, exceptional dining, and playoff hockey in the new Sully Sports Bar and Lounge at all 3 locations.
Come for the action, stay for the fun.
As Edmondson will shoot it in. LaFerriere on the right wing. Around to the left wing point to Edmondson. In behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard, right wing to McDavid, off the boards and out. Fiala in his own zone to Clark to Fiala. He's got some room through the middle. Now on the right wing, just in over the line. Goes cross ice. Deneau on the left wing boards, about top of the circle. Deneau trying to spin off the check, the shot, and the blocker save made by Pickard.
Everything's going to be going to the net for LA. You got to know that.
Moore with a shot, and that one goes off of Kulak. Nurse up the left wing boards to Nugent Hopkins to center ice for Kane. Into the Kings zone to the right wing corner. It's in behind the net. Doughty up the right side and out. Nurse at center ice will shoot it back in. Oilers will make a change. Just underway here in the third. 5-3. Oilers lead the Kings here in Game 6. Up the right wing to center ice. Kuzmenko will shoot it in. Pickard set it. Wallman rimming it up the right wing to Connor Brown, and it's Brown into the King zone. On the right wing corner, but Kuzmenko there for Los Angeles. To the line, Wallman will keep it in. Off the left wing side, Gavrikov to Kopitar. It'll go to the Edmonton blue line. Klingberg to center ice, hit Kopitar, comes into the Edmonton zone.
And they've switched up their forecheck. You got to know, they're not sitting back anymore in a 1-2-2.
Klingberg, now the Kings will make some changes, so Klingberg's got a bit of time. Klingberg through the middle of the ice. Gets to center. That's offside. Edmonton have to tag up. Gavrikov, left wing corner in his own end. Through the middle, got it out. Janmark, on the right to Podkolzin. Just into the Kings zone. Gavrikov to Hellenius, and Hellenius hits center ice, will shoot it in. It goes to the end boards. Milan up against those boards with Kulak. He's in their skates. Janmark's trying to jam it free, and he does, up the right side, and now rimmed on the right. Clark will keep it in to Hellenius, off his stick. Puck in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard gets control and brings it up the right wing. He'll slowly make his way to center and now loop back into the Oilers zone. We're almost 3 minutes into the third. 5-3, Oilers lead the Kings here in Game 6. Oilers up 3-2 in the series. To center, to Draisaitl. He'll shoot it in. Kemper out to play it. Around the glass, it hits McDavid. It's along the right side. Now to Draisaitl, right wing corner. In behind the Kings net. Draisaitl, left wing to Perry. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. Goes to the left corner. Makes a move. Gets away from Doughty. A backhand off the shoulder of Kemper. It's on the right wing point. Klingberg down the right wing to McDavid. Goes in behind the net, gets taken out hard on the end boards by Anderson. The puck along the boards in the skates of McDavid. Comes loose on the left. Draisaitl down low. Around to the right, Klingberg in from the right wing point. The puck to the right corner. McDavid in behind the goal. It's chopped away from him. Anderson to Doughty. Up the left wing to Fiala. He'll get to center ice for Los Angeles. To Moore. He'll come in on the left wing. Stops top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. Moore to the left wing corner. To the right wing point. Spence down low to Moore. He wanted to direct it in front of the net. That is broken up by Bouchard. Gets it out to center ice. Kane to Hyman. And that is chopped away from him. And Fogle through the middle. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. Spence to the middle to Moore. And coming across was Pickard to make the save. Puck on the right point. Spence is shot. And it goes through traffic to the right wing. Back to Spence. Spence on the right side to Fogle. His shot does not get through from the angle. And Nugent Hopkins can clear it. It's in the neutral zone. Frederick to his own end to Kulak. Back to Trent Frederick. 4:45 gone here in the third. 5-3. Oilers lead the Kings. Puck dumped into Los Angeles zone. Clark behind the net. Up the right wing. Got it to center ice. Kopitar to Kempe. Into the Oiler end. Around the left wing boards. It goes behind the net. Off of Nurse in front of the goal. But Kulak got it out of harm's way. And up the left side to Brown. Off the boards and in. He'll get to it. Has it on the left wing top of the circle. Cross ice to Kulak. He'll shoot from the angle off a leg, and it goes wide. Kuzmenko, side his own end for the Kings. Through the middle.
Not sure. Should have been ice.
I guess it touched Kempe, I suppose. And Kulak out through the middle of the ice. Pass off the stick of Janmark. Kemper's got to play it. Rims it. It goes to the right point. Bouchard. Shoots it off the corner boards. Janmark pumps it back around on the right to Arvidsson. Got by him, and Malot's going to get it out. Wallman to Podkolzin. He'll take a hit, but he dumped it in. Almost 6 minutes into the third. 5-3. Oilers lead the Kings. Through the middle. Doughty up the right. Missed Turcotte with it. Goes into the Oiler end. It's on the end boards. Byfield. Left wing, in from the point, Gavrikov to Fiala, now in the middle on the blue line. LaFerrier's shot, and it went off a Draisaitl. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Goes to the side of the net, and Pickard's able to cover it up. And we'll get a gathering near the side of the Edmonton net. We're going to take a break, though. 6 minutes, 16 seconds gone here in the third. 5-3. Oilers lead the Kings in Game 6. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NH.
Radio Network.
Cam Loon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 5-3. Oilers lead the Kings. We played 6:16 of the third period.
3-1 are the shots for LA here in the third. Cam, the Oilers had 14 shots with 7 minutes left in the first period.
Yeah. And they're at 23 right now. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. Oilers up 3-2 in this series. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman on the ice. With Wallman and Bouchard. Puck goes to Wallman, left wing corner, up in the air and out. It's going to roll on net. Won't be icing. There's a loose puck. It's McDavid. Backhand save by Kemper, and he covers it up. Wow. Oilers with a clearing attempt that hit the net, and that was a big rebound. That was unbelievable, is right.
And frankly, LA lucky that Edmonton doesn't have a sixth goal. Kemper never found it, but David busted in.
Oh, Kemper just got it with a left pad, covered it up.
Wake up. That lingering and growing debt. But you don't have to live like this. Visit wecanhelp.ca. Alan Marshall and Associates are government-regulated, licensed insolvency trustees who can help provide solutions to your debt problems. Depending on the circumstances, you can relieve up to 25, 50, 75% or more of your debt. Alan Marshall and Associates. Visit wecanhelp.ca to find an office near you.
Learn to speak Italian. Center Shop with Risa Spinelli.
Today's word is passport. In Italian Center, a passport brings the best cheeses in the world right to our deli counter. From Italian farms, we deliver a taste of tradition because we're more than just a grocery store.
After caring for Dad's estate together last year, Mom and I agreed to pre-plan for her final wishes.
We knew how much information we needed to capture, but we had no idea how to get started. Cut through the confusion of organizing your final wishes with Park Memorial's online pre-planning tool, Cadence. It asks all the right questions, securely stores your information, and organizes a detailed action plan for your loved ones. Now, when I think of a song I'd like to play at my funeral,
we can save it directly to your Cadence account.
It's another way the Park Memorial family cares for your family. Experience the difference pre-planning with Cadence at Park Memorial.
More. Reachability apps with
Kempe his own blue line to Kopitar, left wing to Fiala, off his stick, and into the Oilers zone. Left wing corner, Fiala, cross-ice pass, but it goes off of Kuzmenko and out.
Suggest phone settings, Google,
out from behind his net, Kopitar.
TikTok, assisted
Byfield through the middle of the ice. Byfield will backhand the puck into the Oilers. Goes to the end boards. Byfield trying to dig it free, he does. But Kopitar left wing into the Kings zone. To the left wing corner. Get Brown with him for a moment. Now Brown peels off and goes to the bench.
Good read by Janmark, though. Just to kill an extra 7 to 10 seconds there.
On his own blue line, Kempe left wing to Fiala into the Oiler end.
Browse navigation.
Kempe down the left wing to the point to Fiala. Now on the right side, the shot, and that goes wide of the net. The chance on the right wing by Moore, and it comes out of the zone. And 5-3 Oilers lead. 10:49 to go here in the third period of Game 6. Vogel into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner, in behind the net, off the boards to Moore, across the line, the one-timer. What a save by Pickard on a redirection. The shot by Doughty. The puck top of the circles, and Nugent Hopkins down the ice with it.
Excellent play by Evan Bouchard, under control, wins the puck battle, gets it to Nugent Hopkins. Oilers ice.
Doughty. Center ice on the left wing to Fogle, got it into the zone to LaFerriere along the left wing boards. Now Deneau, left wing corner in front, fanning on the one-timer was Moore. It goes behind the net. Out of the right corner, Deneau to the right wing point. Penalty is over. Doughty to Deneau to Doughty, a snapshot, and that goes off a stick and wide. Kings 0 for 2 on the power play. And Hyman got the puck to center ice, flips it into the Kings end. Edmonton makes a change. 9:52 to go in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead the Kings here in Game 6. Up the left wing, off of Malott and in. Wallman will get it out. It'll go to Draisaitl. Into the Kings zone on the right wing in front. To Hyman, the backhand save by Kemper. And he covers it up. Zach Hyman with a great opportunity. And Kemper shuts the door. We're going to take a break. 9:36 to go in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead the Kings here in Game 6. From Rogers Place, it's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 9:36 to go in the third period. 5-3 Oilers lead the Kings in Game 6. Oilers lead this series 3-2. And the Oilers able to kill off that high sticking penalty to Zach Hyman. Face off to the right of Kemper. And just before the break, Hyman sent in all alone on Darcy Kemper. But Kemper with a save to keep his team going here in the third period and only still be down by 2. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry on the ice. Bouchard and Kulak on the back end. Deneau taking the draw for the Kings. The puck in behind the Kings' net. Deneau out from behind it. Cross ice to Clark. Dumped it in cross corner. Bouchard out with it to center ice to Corey Perry. He'll shoot it in. It'll rim on the left wing, and the Kings end off the skate of McDavid. Puck loose in the corner for a moment. Moore won't get it out. Perry's going to keep it in. Dump it in behind the net. The puck in the left wing corner. Edmondson stops behind his goal for the Kings. Right wing to Clark, back to Edmondson, now up the left wing for Fiala. And it's Fiala to center ice. Shoots it towards the net, stick saved by Pickard. Kopitar on the left side to Spence. Takes a hit from Kane. Puck goes to Bouchard. He'll get it up in the air and out. Off the skate of Hyman into the Kings end down the right wing. He'll cut in front, a backhand just wide of the net. Fiala through the middle to Spence. Out of Kopitar, he's at it, the Kings blue line. Right wing to Spence, he'll shoot it in. Klingberg in the corner. On the right wing boards, top of the circle. Doughty had come in from the blue line, keeps it in. Kopitar's pass, that hits a stick. And Fiala can't keep it in the zone. Kane, 2-on-1 with Nugent Hopkins down the right wing. Kane, the shot, saved by Kemper. Rebound, knocked towards the net by Nugent Hopkins. Kemper stopped that, now he covers it up as the Oilers come really close to that lead, getting to 3 goals. They're up 5-3 here with 8:06 to go in the third.
We knew they were going to get chances in odd man breaks. It's the third one they've had this period, and Darcy Kemper's made some terrific saves. It was Calvin Pickard in the first half of the second making some stops, and here in the first 11 and a half minutes of this period, it's Darcy Kemper on 3 odd man breaks, and Nugent Hopkins almost spotted on the rebound.
Face-off will be in the King zone. Kemper was able to hold out. By Kane. He's looking to go upstairs on the 2-on-1.
16 more shifts, Cam. Manage the game. Manage the game. Chris Knobloch is rolling over his 4 lines.
8:06 to go in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead. Well, Janmark out of the face-off circle. Great atmosphere as always here at Rogers Place. Byfield taking the draw. This time against Podkolzin. Puck to the right corner. Clark for the Kings. Up in the air and out with it. And Gavrikov was down on the ice, way away from the play.
And it was Arvidsson's stick.
Yeah, and the Kings bench was yelling, and I think the Oilers are about to be shorthanded.
Yeah.
I don't know that for a fact yet. They're still discussing.
Gavrikov's biting down on the tongue right now as we speak. They did not see it initially.
No.
We think it's Arvidsson who got his stick up.
The referees and linesmen are discussing it at center. Oh, yeah.
Was it Arvidsson?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they'll call it a high stick or a cross check, but either way. I mean, they might not call it anything. They didn't get it originally.
No penalty.
All right. Okay, then.
Wow. Wow. Victor's had a tough evening.
Well, I got away with that one. He's got the stick up, kind of a cross check to the yapper on Gavrikov. But they say play on, so it's even up. It's still 5-on-5. 7:59 to go in the third. Edmonton up 5-3. It was away from the play.
I'd say Edmonton's lucky there.
They were. McDavid wins the draw, comes in over the line. Left wing to Draisaitl, behind the net to Hyman. Hyman to the right corner in the King zone, up against the boards with Doughty on him. Comes loose to Fiala. He'll go through the middle to Clark. Clark at the Oiler blue line. Lost the puck to Draisaitl, flip it up and out. And it's in the neutral zone to Clark. As Clark in over the Edmonton blue line to Kempe. Now back towards the line. It's Fiala spinning around. Had to go off his stick. And Draisaitl to center ice. And he'll dump it in. He'll go in behind the Kings' net. Clark with it. Clark on the right wing to Moore. Moore cross ice. Backhand saucer pass to Fogle. Check just inside the line by Connor Brown. He'll get it out. Off of Edmondson down into the Kings zone. Spence stops him behind his net. 7 minutes left here in the third.
Clark's been fantastic in this game for LA.
Played a lot. Moore into the Oiler end down the left wing. Moore towards the net. Tried to go shorthand upstairs. He missed the net. Puck in the right corner. Along the right wing side towards the goal. Directed wide after Fogle shot it towards the net. Rimmed on the left. And Kulak to Frederick. He got it out. Edmondson, left wing to Moore. Into the Oiler end on the left side, but Brown will bring it out. Now he's got Kane with him. He'll get over the line. Brown waiting. The pass. Kane just put it wide. And it comes to Kemper. He's trying to cover it. He does. Kane cut back to the middle and just missed, giving the Oilers a 3-goal lead.
So there's one with timing. He scored 2 goals like that in that hat trick against Calgary back in the 22 playoffs, where he took it on his backhand, slid it, missed the tap in. Oh.
This place would have come unglued.
You know what? If the Oilers advance, he maybe scores that in a week to 2 weeks. Just a little off in the twitch there.
Face off to the left of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins. Kane. Janmark. Klingberg. And Wallman. And the puck behind the Kings net. Doughty around the right wing to center ice. To LaFerriere, he'll shoot it in. Pickard, right wing corner to Klingberg. Up the right side, get it out. Nugent Hopkins to center. Nugent Hopkins into the Kings zone on the right wing. Through the middle, he'll go all the way to the left wing corner. Kane has it there for Edmonton. Went to cycle it. Kopitar broke it up. Kopitar over to Anderson. Anderson bringing it out for the Kings. Left wing to LaFerriere, just inside the Edmonton blue line. Cross ice, the pass. Kuzmenko shot, saved by Pickard. The rebound's in the crease, and it is underneath. Just underneath Klingberg's legs.
Well,
that was close.
He didn't put his glove on it.
He didn't put his glove on it. We're going to take a break. 5:37 to go here in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead the Kings in Game 6. Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers. NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Work.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here at Rogers Place. 5-3 Oilers lead in Game 6. 5:37 to go in the third period.
Well, Mikey Anderson just train wrecked the Oilers' Calvin Pickard, and how the officials didn't see that.
He drilled.
10:43 p.m. One notification. Sportsnet
with great core strength.
NHL News.
Because he never gloved the puck in the crease, but he made the stop.
It was underneath them.
What do you figure? 3.5 minutes if Kings will look to pull Kipper here down by 2.
Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Calvin Pickard.
And by the way, Cam, Edmonton's missed 3 glorious opportunities to add to their 2-goal lead here.
Yeah.
Kings have won about 60% of the draws in this game.
Drop the puck. It goes to Bouchard. He's behind the net. Fiala right on him. Puck goes to the corner. Fiala along the right wing boards. It came free to the blue line. Over to Kempe on the left. To Doughty. Down the left wing to Kempe. Kempe across the line. Right wing to Fiala. Shot. And that's blocked. And it goes out of play.
I mean, they're not going to call anything right now. Janmark got totally cleaved in the corner with the puck.
Now we're seeing shifts of Kempe playing D.
Yeah.
So it's 4 forwards and a D at this point in the game. Saw some of that late in Game 5, too.
Well, you got to win D-zone draws now.
Yeah, you do. Face off to the left.
And you got to be aware of who's back there.
Yep.
He can make plays. I don't know why they don't use Clark. Guy's been excellent.
Yep. Well, you got Kempe on the back end right now with Doughty. Goes to the right wing corner. Deneau. One hands it off the side of the net. It came in front of the goal, but over to the left wing. Kane will get it up and out. Down to 5 minutes here in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead the Kings. Doughty into the Edmonton zone to the left wing corner. Poked it in behind the net. Nurse has it up against the boards. Goes to Kulak, but now Doughty finds it to the blue line to Kempe. They'll get it across. The one-timer by Fogle fanned on it, and the puck in the right wing corner. It's in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins to Kane, and Kempe pinched in, kept it in for the Kings. Fogle out of the right corner for Deneau. Deneau to Fogle in front, the backhand. He put it wide. Kane will shoot it down the ice. It will be icing against Edmonton. 4:18 to go in the third. Oilers up 5-3. Face-off will be to the right of Pickard. I can see Kemper's already looking to the bench. He's waving at him, and you know what? He's going right now. Kings net empty. 6-on-5. Oilers up by 2. The face-off to the right of Calvin Pickard.
Got to crash in and support Nugent Hopkins here. They're going to try to set up a picket fence off the draw. Give Kempe some time and space.
Puck goes to Kulak. Off the right wing to Nugent Hopkins. He will clear it out. Kane looking for it inside the King zone, but Kopitar can turn through the middle. And it's Kopitar to center to Fiala. Into the Edmonton end on the right wing. Fiala, right wing corner to Kopitar. Around the boards to the left wing point. Clark in from the blue line. Right corner to Fiala. He'll step out of the corner, about the hash marks to the blue line. Kempe shot, and that goes wide of the Edmonton net. The puck in the left corner of the Edmonton zone. Fiala's behind the goal. Right wing. Kopitar to Kempe. To Kopitar's shot, tip, loose puck. Oh, what a stop by Pickard! And the whistle goes. I can't believe Calvin Pickard kept that out of the net.
That was an incredible stop by Pickard. Kings maybe think the puck went in here. I don't know how Pickard had the core strength to keep that out of the net. He battles.
Unreal. 3:29 to go in the third. It's a 5-3 Edmonton lead. Calvin Pickard came across and somehow keeps that one out.
Kings have won 55% of the draws.
What a chance for Clark.
Oilers' best face-off man in this game is Draisaitl. He's 7-3. I'd even have Henrique.
Face-off to the right of Pickard. Kings net empty.
If I'm Edmonton, I get a draw here. That was so close.
The puck goes into skates, into the slot. It's bouncing around. Byfield, the backhand goes to the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Kopitar now to Fiala. Shot and a glove save by Pickard. Another face-off in the Edmonton end. .5-3 Oilers lead. 3:15 to go in the third. Draisaitl up against Kopitar. Fiala to the right wing point to Kempe. Right side to Fiala. Fiala to Kempe on the blue line. To Fiala on the right wing. Behind the goal, Kopitar's pass. That hit a stick and it goes up in the air and out. Kempe, his pass picked off by McDavid, went off his stick back into the Kings zone. Kempe to Doughty. Doughty, long pass to Fiala, shoot it in. 2:45 to go in the third. Oilers up by 2. Puck along the board, stolen by McDavid. He's going to bring it out. He'll get to center. Right side, drive side, to the middle. Knocked off his stick.
Shoot the puck, boys.
Byfield in the right corner to Fiala. The Kings stay alive here. As Fiala to center ice. Right wing to Moore. Went to shoot it off of Nurse and out of play.
Cam, there's 2:18 left in the game right now. 1 year ago today, the Oilers were up 4-2, and the Kings scored with 2:18 left in the game to make it a one-goal game. Nugent Hopkins needs a solve here. Kane's got to support the play. Brown's got to support the play. Still a little surprised the Oilers aren't using Henry.
Puck goes to the left wing corner. Kulak off the glass and out. Deneau at his own blue line for the Kings. Left wing to Fogle. Comes into the Oiler end. He'll shoot it. Stick saved by Pickard. Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Nugent Hopkins on the left for Kane. Can't get it out past Clark, but through the middle. Connor Brown will clear the zone. Moore. Right wing to Clark. Across to Fogle, shoot it towards the net, and that rising shot was up in the air and out of play. That was a rolling puck.
That puck, I don't think, was that deflected? We're going to have a D-zone draw.
A D-zone draw. Minute 47 to go in the third. 5-3 Oilers lead here in Game 6.
Out comes Draisaitl. McDavid and Janmark. Wouldn't it be appropriate if Janmark factored in something here?
Puck to the left wing point. Doughty across the line to Kempe. Right wing to Fiala. Off the right wing boards. Lost it. Draisaitl will get it out. Won't be hard enough for Ison. Doughty across to Kempe at his own end. Left wing to center ice. Went off the stick of Fiala. Draisaitl to McDavid. The empty net. The shot just wide.
Good play by Doughty. He closed on Connor McDavid. Didn't give him the time and space to finish off the shot.
Kempe weaves his way to center. Put it into the zone. Wallman off the glass and out. Doughty with it in his own end. Doughty will flip it in. Glove down by Bouchard. Now to Jake Wallman, got it to the left corner. Last minute here in the third period. Oilers up 5-3 on the Kings here in Game 6. Puck to the right wing point. Doughty scores. Doughty ripped it from the right wing point, and it may have been deflected, and the Oiler lead is cut to 5-4.
It's never easy, is it? It's never easy. Think of Draisaitl and McDavid both having chances with the empty net.
Oh yeah, I got tipped. Doughty shot it, that hit a stick.
I think it hit Bouchard's stick.
.1906 will be the time of that goal. And the Kings are within one. Timeout being called. Timeout Los Angeles. It's shot by Doughty from the right point. Hit a stick on its way. Gets by Pickard. Kings cut the lead to 5-4. We got 53.3 left. The Kings battling right to the end, as you would expect.
How to manage the situation if you're Edmonton.
All right. Kopitar get a piece?
Yep.
Okay. He definitely hit a stick. That'll That'll be Kopitar's goal at 19:06. Kemper's gone back to the net for now. Until the Kings get control of the puck. They added a little time, too. It's 54.1. Oilers trying to hold on here in Game 6. The puck goes to center, and Kemper's gone to the bench. Doughty will shoot it in. It rims on the left, and Draisaitl will knock it out to center ice. Doughty on the right wing. Flips it back into the zone. On the end boards, Kopitar trying to get it free. Fiala's in there too. Kulak in for Edmonton. The puck along the right wing. Byfield off the right wing towards the net. It's in front of the net, off the pad of Pickard, and cleared off the glass and out by Brown. Left wing, 20 seconds left to go here in the third period. 5-4 Oilers lead. The puck inside the Edmonton zone. It's along the right wing, and Draisaitl will flip it out. It won't be hard enough for icing. Doughty turns in front of his net, blasts a shot. It hits Brown. Brown with the empty net. Score! Connor Brown, the empty netter. Oilers up 6-4.
What a game for Connor Brown.
The Edmonton Oilers, who lost the first 2 games of this series, are on the cusp of winning 4 straight and moving on to the second round.
Cam, it's one goalie in the entire playoffs. It's got a 4-0 record.
His name's Calvin Pickard.
That's it. He's the only guy.
He's the only guy.
It's the only guy that's got a 4-0 record in the playoffs so far. Just like we all thought. After the Kings boot stomped the Oilers.
Drop the puck, and that'll do it. The Edmonton Oilers victorious 6-4 over the Kings tonight in Game 6. They win the series 4-2 and move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoff. The Kings winning the first 2 games on home ice. Edmonton comes back, wins both in Edmonton, goes down to Los Angeles, wins Game 5, and in what was a crazy affair tonight at Rogers Place, the Oilers come out victorious. 6-4 the final. And the Edmonton Oilers, for the 4th straight year, have eliminated the Los Angeles Kings in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. That in itself is unbelievable.
Wild hockey game.
Wild. As they line up at center ice for the traditional handshake after a series. Just amazing. This game went back and forth. In the first 5:55, there was 4 goals scored. And the game was tied at 2. And Los Angeles pushed late in the second and in the third. Oilers get big saves by Calvin Pickard. And the Oilers win it 6-4. The Edmonton Oilers move on to round 2. Stanley Cup playoffs.
Think of where Calvin Pickard was 2 years ago. The entire year in the American Hockey League.
Yep. And then at the start of last season too. And then when he got the opportunity, made good. Brown with the empty netter, gets his 3rd playoffs. And all Calvin Pickard has done is, when he got that opportunity in November of last season, is give the team quality starts. This year, played a little bit more. Went 22-10-1. Played quite a bit down the stretch. Stuart Skinner started the first 2 games of this series. Calvin Pickard came on in relief of Game 2 and has gone the rest of the way. And able to...
Well, this was the best version of the LA Kings. This was.
Yes.
This was their best team. And
10:59 p.m. Two notifications. Sportsnet.
Off the back cam.
Now, get 10:59 Thursday, 10th double microphone Edmonton live.
Edmonton's first rally from 2-0 down in the series.
Sportsnet. Sportsnet 1.
We talked about that before Game 3.
Right.
That was the last time that they did it, and were able to win. Come back and win 4 straight.
Visiting scores back button.
Sure enough, that's exactly how it went. As the team is saluting the crowd, and the crowd saluting the team at center ice here at Rogers Place. Playoff atmosphere at Rogers Place, second to none. And tonight, another edition of it as the Oilers win 6-4.
It's wild, eh?
It is wild.
And it was all the support guys tonight that got the win.
Yeah.
Screen locked.
Yeah, Connor Brown had a 3-point night. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a pair of points. Nurse, Frederick, Hyman, all with 2 points this evening. Leon Draisaitl's 19 straight playoff games with a point versus LA comes to an end, and I'm sure he doesn't care one bit. We'll head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Ryan, this was a wild one. I don't need to tell you that, but I'm curious what you think the difference was tonight in the series deciding game.
I mean, we capitalized on some opportunities. I think we probably wanted to manage the puck a little bit better and not give so many odd man rushes and stuff, but it is what it is. We got the job done.
You guys have been playing playoff hockey in front of these fans for a long time. Does it ever get old, though, being able to soak in their reactions and sort of the momentum that they provide you with?
No, not at all. I mean, I was thinking about that earlier. It continues to amaze me. I mean, 14 years, a lot of playoff experience in this building now, and they just seem to get louder, better, more passionate. It's incredible. It's so much fun to play in front of them.
And you guys have Vegas up next. They took care of business tonight, as did you. So just what takeaways do you think that you can bring from this series ahead into this next one?
I think things that we maybe want to get better at, managing third man high, being smart with the puck, things like that that are going to be crucial against these guys. So we'll enjoy this tonight and go on from here.
Congrats, Ryan.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
All right, thanks very much. That was Brendan Escott downstairs with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Oilers win this series 4-2. Wow. 6-4, the final here over the Kings.
Cameron's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm with you. I think this was the best version of the Kings 100%. Of the 4 years.
100%.
And the Oilers had to battle, had to take advantage of a power play that on a challenge that was able to
that's going to be
turn things around.
That's going to be part of the story, right?
Yep. I don't know how it wouldn't be.
I mean, it has to be.
And that was big. And the Edmonton Oilers, here they are. Moving on to the second round, they got to deal with the Vegas Golden Knights, who took care of the Minnesota Wild tonight.
It's got to be stated, Vegas has got a way better defense than LA, way deeper defense. I don't know if they're a bigger, heavier team up front. I don't know if they're more explosive. They're older. I think the Oilers might have to consider a change or two in their lineup. We'll discuss that in Oilers Now over the next couple of days. I have no idea when the series starts. I'm going to guess Tuesday, given that the 2 Central Division series are still in play. And I'm going to assume St. Louis, they've won 14 straight at home. Winnipeg doesn't have Scheifele tomorrow. I'm going to assume that series goes 7 games.
I would think so.
So I think the earliest we start in Vegas is Tuesday, for what it's worth, and possibly as late as Wednesday. Hey, got to find ways to win, and the Oilers found a way to win tonight. And there's just, they had lots of guys chip in.
Yeah, that's the thing. You look at the way the scoring was spread out for the Edmonton Oilers tonight, and they didn't have to rely on Connor McDavid, who just had an assist in this game. Leon Draisaitl, who didn't have any points, and they able to spread that around. They got contributions up and down the lineup. Their goaltender, Calvin Pickard, made big saves at big times, as he has done throughout this series. And the Oilers win it 6-4, the final over the Los Angeles
Calvin
Kings.
Pickard. I mean, That was a Grant Fuhr performance.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that was. That was a Grant Fuhr performance. I mean, he made some ridiculous saves. If they score earlier with the empty net, then it's really on. And instead, they were able to weather the storm in the final minutes. So, Cam, it's been a kicker.
Wow.
Let's get on to the next series. Let's get on to the Rogers postgame show.
Okay, we can do that. Give me a second here. 6-4, the final. Oilers over the Kings. Scoring for Edmonton tonight. Adam Henrique, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman, Darnell Nurse, and Trent Frederick. Connor Brown with the empty netter. For the Kings, it was Quentin Byfield, Brant Clark, Jordan Spence, and Anze Kopitar. 6-4, the final. Oilers win this first-round series 4-2 over the Los Angeles Kings. A Rogers post-game show. It's coming up next.